Hello, I'm going to be walking you through and showing you exactly how I designed a little head here. And this is going to be a long video, and I'm just going to kind of talk through it as I go, and you might get some ideas to how to make this work for you. So I'm going to start off by just giving this, using the brush tool and kind of giving it some general features here. I want a little bit of this here, and this one's going to be a little different than the one I made before. And just kind of rough out an idea here. And so that's kind of where the face will be. The first thing I like to do is, after kind of getting a rough idea of where the face is going to be, is to kind of flatten some things out. And so I went to flatten, and let's see if I can zoom in here. Yeah, let's make this a little bigger so you can see that better. So I'm on flatten here, and this is going to allow me to, well, let's get me out of the way. Instead of having a big Charlie Brown head, I'm going to kind of push this in and kind of give it more of a non-spherical shape here. I don't want that to be even bigger there. Kind of bring that in there, and I'm just playing around. Oop, I didn't really like that, so I'm going to undo. And starting to give it a little bit more shape here. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I can keep playing around with this and bringing it in. And this video is going to be a bit long, but we're going to get through all the steps here and kind of just see the method. This is going to be something that takes a little bit of practice. I didn't really like that, so I just undid that again. I'm just kind of flattening the skull out, kind of giving it more of a shape that I like. And I'll bring that in there. Looks a little weird for a minute, but it starts getting there. I'm going to have to bring that chin back out. We lost the chin a little bit. Let's try that again. We'll just bring this part back there. We're going to bring that chin out in a little bit. I think it's a little too lumpy back here still. So, and I'm using the mouse, the right button on the mouse, or a two-finger click and drag. And I'm really spinning around here and looking at this from different angles. And that really helps me kind of see the real 3D-ness of it. I didn't like that either. And too much there. It's starting to look a little bit more human-ish. All right. Not bad, not bad. All right, let's zoom out here. All over the place here. All right. So now let's start getting into that face here. We can really try a whole bunch of different ones here. Inflate, we'll try that one a little bit. And that tool looks pretty big. I'm going to make that a little smaller there. And it's just going to kind of puff up this a little bit. I didn't like that, so I'm going to undo that again. Remember, if we have some lumpy parts, I'm going to come through with another tool in a minute called Smooth. It's going to kind of smooth that out. So it's looking kind of caveman-ish for a second here. All right, kind of weird, but let's come down here to Smooth now and see if we can kind of smooth that out, going over that. It's looking a little better. Smooth, smooth, smooth. And I'm moving my mouse all over the place. That's looking pretty good. All right. And I'm going to go back to brush for a moment and make this pretty small. And now, if you hold down Control, CTRL on your keyboard, I believe that's, no, I'm wrong. down Alt. So that's going to do, instead of coming out, I'm holding down Alt on my keyboard, and that's going to make it go inwards instead of outwards there. So I can start to kind of shape this and hollow out some of the eye sockets there. And again, it looks kind of weird right now. That's all right. We're going to smooth things out. Think of it like virtual clay. Oops. Virtual clay. Keeps opening in some other tab for me for some reason. All right. That's looking a little weird. I'm going to undo that last two there. I'm going to come back to smooth once in a while. And that kind of helps me get rid of some of that stuff I don't like. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. This mouth needs a little work though. We'll work on that in a second. And I'm going to go back to brush again, holding Alt again. Lower this in there a little bit. And let's go back to smooth. So I'm kind of going back and forth between these tools a lot. And you can kind of play with that. And let's see. Let's flatten this out. I want to get that cheekbone a little too big for me there. That's looking pretty good. All right. I want to flatten that a little bit there too. Bring in this too wide area here on the side. And you know, again, it just takes practice. You can have fun with this and play around as much as you like. Ooh, and you know, I've been doing this for, what, 7 minutes now. So let's go up here and just save my version here. Now I've downloaded that version just in case I make a mistake or my computer crashes or anything like that. It's always a good thing to do. We'll go back to brush here. Bring this in. So a little lumpy there. Starting to get a mouth there. But we need some more chin though. I just get rid of the chin before. So switching to smooth a lot. It's kind of a trick to kind of get rid of some of your little mistakes there. You can really go over things and just even things out. That looks pretty good. All right, let's give this guy or girl, person, a bit of a chin because they're looking a little deflated. If I use my inflate tool here. Just go over that a whole bunch. And you can see it starts to pop some things out there. It's looking a little lumpy. Maybe I'll use my brush tool a little bit. And we're just building a chin for this person. Hopefully not an Alec Baldwin chin. You probably don't even know who Alec Baldwin is because you are youths. Alec Baldwin has a famous chin, you might say. He's got a big chin. So we got a nice chin there. I'm going to smooth this out again. All right, that's looking pretty good. I gotta say, this might even be better than my first one here. All right. That's not bad at all. And you know, now I got a good head that I'm pretty happy with. I'm going to save that again. And you know what? Why not? Once I got a good base head shape here, let's try and play around with this and get a little crazy and we can have a little fun. So if you want just a basic head shape there, probably stop now. But let's get in here and we'll say, you know, I want to crease something. We haven't talked about crease. Actually, stick around for creasing for a second here. Crease is really good if you want to kind of put a sharper edge inwards, like around somebody's eyes here, or in the mouth. That really gives it a nice, and then you give them little nostrils. Ooh. Hopefully 2 nostrils, not just 1 nostril like I just did there. Little pointer nose. That's pretty good. All right. Give a little more detail on the bottom. Oh yeah, you want to do the Alec Baldwin? So Alec Baldwin has a big cleft chin like this. Oh yeah, we got Alec Baldwin there. All right. Maybe this person needs a little bit more of a, maybe they're a little angry too. Oh, maybe it's Worf from Star Trek. You guys, again, probably don't know who that is. Hopefully someone does, because Star Trek, you know. To be clear, that's not Star Wars. I know many people might be confused on those two. But now we're just kind of starting to have some fun here and make some cool shapes. I didn't like that one. That was going too deep in the brain. Anyway, having a little fun there. Feel free to, again, save this if you're like, ooh, that's cool. I don't want to lose this, but I want to keep playing around. I might want to come back here later and make some more alterations. Maybe you want to, let's get crazy here. Let's try a pinch. Let's see what that does. Ooh, I can't really tell what's happening there. All right, so pinch isn't working the best for us. I know. What is it? Drag. That's the one I want to do. Drag. And, ooh, we can make them. Oh my. Oh my. Look at that. Horns, or you know, you could try something else like big ears. That. Oh, a little Jar Jar Binks action going on. Oh, I know you guys like the Jar Jar. That's everybody's favorite character from Star Wars. And very quickly here, though, this is not going to work out. We can see we're getting some weird lines here. So it's going to be very easy to get carried away with the drag tool here. So let's go and try that again. Be gentle with this. Oh, you can have the little guy from Harry Potter, the door, some of the D name there. Dobby. That's the guy. That's the guy. Person, thing, whatever Dobby is. Nobody really knows. At least I don't. All right. Now we got a nice Dobby or Worf from Star Trek or anything you want. So we want to go back over this with a good smooth would be a good thing to go over this. We want to smooth some things out here before we wrap things up. And you know, I've used this several times, so I am probably going to be doing things a lot faster than what you're going to be doing in class as you use this for the first time. Remember, if you take your smooth tool and go over your crease parts, it's going to make those go away. So I don't know if you want to do that or not, but we can do that. Smooth some things out if you like. And then the last thing I'm going to show you, notice everything we've been doing so far is symmetrical. So left and right side is the same. If you want to turn off symmetry right here, we can give somebody an eye patch or something like that, or play around with some unsymmetrical things. I would recommend not doing asymmetrical or things like this until you are at the very end, because now if I have made something not symmetrical and played around with that and got a cool eye patch going and increasing that to really make it look like it's a band of some sort holding that eye patch on. you're gonna, if you want to go back to altering things after this, you're gonna have a hard time making alterations after this now. Um, because now if I turn back on symmetry, for example, and I say do something here, it isn't quite the same on both sides. So turn off symmetry only at the end when you really want to get in there and do something that is going to be a final little detail. Anyway, I know this video got very long very quickly of me just playing around in here, but hopefully you have kind of seen what is possible and that you can do some pretty cool stuff in here. And this should take you, several days to really design your design here of your person, head, monster, I don't know, whatever it is for our little bobblehead design here. But enjoy. And again, I will say this again, make sure you're saving as much as possible. All right. So that you can keep going the next time you come back into class. And again, it has to be that SculptGL type file. These ones, use the SculptGL file. Anyway, hope that helps. Bye.